This is going to be a part 3 to the other 2 videos that I've made called Soul Talk. And today I'm going to be talking about a new download that I received from Spirit. And they were actually wanting me to talk about why we chose our body. And I'm going to get into that. But I have a message to share first. I feel like people take life for granted. And recently, God has told me, life is short as fuck. Life is really fucking short, you guys. And you have to really think about how short your fucking life is, especially, the time that we are living in the world right now. It's very rare that Gen Z is even going to make it to 50 years old, even 80 years old. That generation of our grandparents living to 80 and 90 years old, that lifespan has shortened by 30 years, okay? So even if we make it to our 50s, that will even be a miracle. Even making it to fucking 20 nowadays, it's really fucking crazy. And I feel like people don't understand, tomorrow is not even promised. Life is really short, and you really have to think about, what are you gonna leave behind? What are you going to leave behind when you leave this world? You don't understand. Life is so fucking short. You could die tomorrow. What are you going to leave behind? What are you gonna tell your fucking life story? You know what I mean? People have to think about these things, okay? I feel like people live like you got 80 years to live. You don't even have 80 years to live. Not even tomorrow is promised. You have to think about these things. And I feel like a lot of people should really start making content and making art and doing things like that, because it's just what do you think? What about all the artists from thousands of years ago? What about Mozart? Mozart died when he was in his 30s? What did he know that people were going to find his music? And we're listening to his music thousands and thousands of fucking years later? Did he know that billions of people all around the world were going to find his music? No. And that's what I'm telling you. That's how I feel about this YouTube channel. YouTube started when? About 20 years ago? We are just in the beginning stages of the internet world. Us, the humans that are living right now on Earth, we are in the beginning stages of the internet world. You don't know what's gonna happen in 30, 40 fucking years. In 100 years, people might watch your videos. People might fucking find your videos like a fucking ancient knowledge type shit. You see how the pyramids, when they built the pyramids, they probably didn't even know. I don't even think humans built the pyramids, but that's a whole different topic. But do you think that they knew that the pyramids were going to be so popular and people were going to be so fascinated by this stuff? No. And that's what happens when you create art. You don't know when it's going to affect people, now or fucking thousands of years later. Okay. And that's how I feel about my YouTube channel. Who knows? Even after I die and I leave my YouTube channel, people might come back to my YouTube channel and see my stuff. People, thousands of years later. You don't understand. You have to think, and I know that's so deep, but we have to start thinking about life in that way. Life is fucking short, okay? Life is short, okay? Put out that art, create your content, okay? And live like it's your fucking last day. I'm being so serious. Okay. So let's get into the topic. Why our soul chooses our body. So when I got this information, it came to me very simply. And it was because the way that we look plays a big role into society, okay? So it's humans are very shallow, okay? And this is a very dense physical world. So the way that you look, obviously your soul is going to choose the way that you look that go with your life and your experiences here. So I got this download for me, which was the reason why I chose to be in a more slimmer body, I don't have any boobs, I don't have any ass, and I'm skinny as a woman. And the reason why my soul told me, like, you know why we chose this body? Because we are deflecting from that sexual energy. So since I have a less sexualized body in this world, I can focus more on my mission. But you see a lot of women who choose to have more voluptuous bodies, they are actually put into a lot of karmic situations because they would be more sexualized. Okay, so it's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, your body has a big role to do with your soul purpose and life purpose. And like, you see like people who were fat and like then they turn skinny. Usually like that's a lot of people who are doing a lot of karma clearing, you know what I mean, especially in their family, when if like they're like the first person in their family to finally lose weight after years, you know. So it also has to do a lot with breaking generational curses. Also, it's like the way that people see us really plays a lot with in our experiences, because people do treat you differently when you look a certain way. So understand that the body that you are in, it is not by mistake. You chose your body for a reason. And if you look back at your life experiences, it would have to do a lot with why you chose your body and what you've learned by choosing the body that you're in right now, you know? And it's so crazy how everything in our life is planned, and you chose the way that you look, you chose your gender, you chose the family that you were born into, you know? So your body played a big role in that. Even health issues that you had play a big role in that too. So if you have like asthma or like any other thing, like that has really played a big part in your life purpose and journey. So, I mean, it's a very simple topic, but it's like what you look like really has a big part to do in your soul's journey, your life journey, and karma clearing. But yeah, I mean, it's very simple, but that's all I really wanted to say. I mean, I know that I could add on more things into this topic. Oh, another thing that I wanted to add on was that humans learn through each other, okay? So, for example, like if a person chooses to have a certain type of disease, right? It's like through that person using that vessel, it could teach other people lessons about humility, empathy, and love, you know? So that's another thing to think about. It's like through these experiences, we teach other people. So just your existence, your body is like you're teaching other people things just by you existing within your own body. We give people different perspectives, different ways to look at humans and life. And, you know, it's just like when you're a human, it's like this is the only dimension that we could see with our own two eyes, you know? It's like most people can't see beyond this dimension, you know? So it's like we have to use what we have. And that is that we learn through each other. Yeah, peace.